Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Dr. Obioramba Igbo Eze, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum, Wisdom University. Today's date is Eke Market Day in the 50th month of the lunar calendar called Onwa Awu. While in the foreign Roman Catholic calendar, today's date is June 15, 2024. Like we have always advised you in this Mahadum, always follow your own local calendar first, because that is the one given to us by our ancestors. While the foreign colonial Roman Catholic calendar comes next if you need it. Remember, Nkolo Mahadum is for you to use your akonuche. Use your akonuche to see things and then make a decision based using your akonuche. Akonuche equals to Nkolo. That's why we named this university Nkolo Mahadum, because you have to reason so that you can be reasoning. Like we promised you, the title of our lecture today is Who Killed the 4 Igbo Nigerian soldiers in Abia State on the 30th of May, 2024? Who killed them? Because why Nkolo Mahadum want to present to you, for you to use your akonuche, use your God-given sense to read and interpret things. Because what you are getting from this news and that junk and that is not, you don't rely on those, because those news media outlets are not for you. They're not for you. And the killing of these 4 Igbo soldiers in Abia State, you as an Igbo man, you really have to think deep to understand what happened and why it happened. And that's why Nkolo Mahadum is coming today to help you to reach to that conclusion. Remember, it's not only the soldiers that were killed, also 6 civilians. 6 civilians were also murdered on that very day. This is not the first time. If you are following what is going on, it's not the first time that whenever anything happens, the Nigerian government will say it is IPOB. When the Owerri prison break happened on 5th April 2021, immediately it happened. The news media in Nigeria, the Nigerian government said it's IPOB. And then again, when ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, former special advisor, was killed in Owerri on 30th May 2021. Remember, the news always come up again and say it's IPOB. Another reference I will give you is the killing of the army couple. Remember those army couple? The Sergeant A.M. Linus and the fiancé, Private Gloria Matthew, who were heading to Ikwere for marriage ceremony, and they were killed on May 30th, 2022. As soon as it happened also, the Nigerian government blamed IPOB. And of all these 3 incidents I have stated right now, there was no investigation. There was no investigation. When anything happens, they just wake up and say, it's IPOB without investigation. Where in the world do you do that? It's only in Africa. It's only in Nigeria that somebody can wake up and start calling a peaceful movement when something happened without investigation. At least you're supposed to carry out investigation for days and weeks and months and be sure who perpetrated the crime before you start calling names. But it doesn't happen like that. You and me know that it does not happen like that. And so that's why you should also reason when immediately that killing happened on 30th May 2024, the killing of the 5 Nigerian soldiers and the 6 civilians, they immediately say it's IPOB without no investigation. There was no investigation carried out. Where in the world can this thing happen? It doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. And so now, the question is, who are killing people in the eastern region, and especially in the southeast? Number 1 killers of our people is the Nigerian security forces. Amnesty International stated that at least 115 people were killed by Nigerian security forces between March and June 2021. Almost at least 115 people were killed by Nigerian security forces between March, within 3 months, March and June in 2021. Now, if you go back to calculate how many people actually died in that 2021 in our land, you will know that is a lot. It's a lot of killings by the Nigerian security forces. Another set of people killing our people, killing people in the southeast, killing people in the eastern region, are the Ebubago outfit. You know, Ebubago was created by Governor Umahi and his brother from Ebonyi, and then took it to Uzodimma because Anambra and other states in the eastern region refused to participate, to accept those killers. And so Uzodimma recently is the one using Ebubago to kill our people. Another agent killing our people is Simon Ekpa. Some of you do not understand that Simon Ekpa is an agent of the Nigerian government to create insecurity in the southeast so that the army will continue to kill our people. That's the essence. Simon Ekpa was first recruited by Ikenwere Mado and then adopted by the Nigerian government to continue perpetrating crimes and killing of our people so that many people will see the southeast as unsafe, and also to ensure the Nigerian army continue expanding their securities, their checkpoints, their killing of our people in our land. Another person masterminding the killing of our people is Asare Dokubo. You know, Asare Dokubo have publicly also said that he has a contractual or contract militia. He has a militia which he contracts out. And as you can tell, Asare Dokubo is looking for money here and there. So he could have been paid to carry out the killings. Other criminal elements also kill people in our area, in the eastern region. So it is wrong for the government to wake up and say that it is IPOB that killed those soldiers and the 6 civilians. It is very, very, very wrong. And do you know why those people were killed on 30th May? What you should ask yourself, why is it that it was on that 30th May that IPOB is celebrating or remembering their lost heroes and heroines, that the killing happened? It was something already planned by the Nigerian government. You know that the Nigerian government right now is being controlled from Britain, and also MI5 and 6, the secret agents of the British government. They are working with Nigerian DSS and security forces. So they already planned all this out, make sure those 6 Igbo army people are working that day, and then may have contracted either Ebubago or Simon Ekpa or Asari Dokubo or other unknown government to carry out that crime, so that they will say it is IPOB. You have to reason. Another question you have to ask yourself is this: how will those people that carry out that crime come with a brand new vehicle? They came with a brand new vehicle, and on that brand new vehicle, they wrote IPOB on it. They wrote IPOB on it and came with Biafran flag publicly. They came with Biafran flag publicly. That's why you should think. You should ask questions before you believe any story. Assume it was you trying to do something to somebody else. Are you going to write your name on bring a vehicle and write your name that is you? Bring out your flag and put and say, hey, I'm the one trying to do this today. That tells you that it was a pre-planned operation. The person, the organization they have in mind to plan it is IPOB, just to rubbish, tarnish the name of IPOB. That's what you should know. Another reason why they did it is to rubbish the success, the massive success recorded by that sit-at-home, because everywhere in Biafra land was quiet on that day. People were very, very angry, crying about their loved ones, which they been losing in Nigeria since 1945, to the Nigerian Biafran genocidal war, to the current massacres had been going on, the one in Mpo, the one in Abia, the one in Obibo, to count a few, plus the killings that have continued, continuous killing our people. So our people was kind of happy that IPOB championed this remembrance to make sure that they stay at home to cry and remember their loved ones. So that's success, because they already know, the Secret Service already know that this thing will be successful. And so they want you to feel that it is not successful, that people were killed. And without investigation, they are pointing finger at the wrong place. Another reason why they perpetrated that crime that day is to make sure that they continue to bring the military into our land. You see, since that incident happened, more than 10,000 Nigerian military have been sent to Abia State. And you know another reason why they did that is to frustrate and prevent investors from coming into Abia. You know that Governor Oti, whom God brought to Abia State, God brought him because if that woman, that electoral lady that was celebrated after the election, if she had received all the bribe and corruption they gave to her, Governor Oti will not be the governor today. But she rejected all the bribe and enticements and make sure that she called the proper winner. And the proper winner came on board and started working. Many roads, Abia have transformed to something else. And so they don't like it. They don't want investors to come in. That is partly another reason why they did that crime on that very day. To stop investors. And before we continue, please, before I forgot, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Like our program, share and comment on it. Let us know how you are feeling. Because at Nkolo Mahadum, you have to reason. Use your God-given brain to reason. Because we are here for you. And finally, you as an African, you as a Biafran, it is very important you know where you get your news. Where you get your news in this world matters. Don't fall victim of always coming to balance in CNN or BBC or all the government media. No, as an African, look for the media that is telling you the truth. And the only media that is telling Biafrans the truth is Radio Biafra London. Get all your news from Radio Biafra London so that you can be updated about what is going on, what's happening to us. Don't be getting your news from foreign media or state-sponsored media or countries like in Nigeria where every media is caged. Most media in Nigeria are caged to dance to the tune of the government. And so you can't get anything good from those medias. Also, like and follow and join, subscribe to Nkolo Mahadum. And we are here also to tell you the truth. It's very, 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 very important. And like we have stated in this Nkolo Mahadum, we should be keeping everything short. And because of that, your takeaway from today's lecture is that a lot of other things have happened in the past. A lot of criminalities, killings have happened in the past in the eastern region of Nigeria. And immediately, the government called IPOB without investigation. And this killing that happened on the 30th of May is not different. That's why they wake up and say it's IPOB without no investigation. And IPOB have denied any of those because IPOB is a peaceful organization. It's a peaceful organization. They don't encourage violence. And so that's what you should know. And you should understand that the Nigerian army, Ebubago, Simon Ekpa, Asari Dokubo, and others are the people killing people in the eastern region. And finally, why did they do that? To rubbish the success of 30th May remembrance, to tarnish the image of IPOB, to prevent investors from coming to Abia, who now have, Abia have constant electricity right now. And finally, get your news from the right source. Get your news from the right source. Get your news from Radio Biafra, London. and Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. If you do, you will be getting everything right. And with this, we shall be ending today's lecture. And I want to thank you for being part of our lecture. And if you miss it, please immediately go and listen to the lecture and listen to all other lectures we have presented in the past, because we have organized those lectures from Biafran and African perspectives, how you should be seeing things, see things from the right way. Because you know that we in Africa, we are not free yet from colonialism. The colonialists and the foreign governments, they are still in charge of our land. They are the one deciding what is going on in our land. That's what you should know. And that's why everybody should work hard to make sure that Africa gets her true freedom from these foreigners. And thank you for watching again. Before we end, we must remind you again to please to support the Eastern Security Network. The Eastern Security Network is the only outfit that are stationed in the bushes to drive away the Fulani herdsmen, terrorists out of our forests and farms and bushes, so that our people can go to the farm. We have to farm so that we can be self-sufficient in food production, so that our people can feed and also export for revenue. It's very, very, very important that you support them. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. Please, thank you very much for joining us. Again, my name is Obiora Mba. Have a good day. Oh. Maybe I do here.